My name is Răzvan Voica. I'm currently the co-founder and CEO of the Informal School of IT. This is a project that me, together with some of my friends, started almost 6 years ago. And it's basically one of the biggest platforms in Romania that handles the tech education side, something that we've seen very necessary for the local market since many, many years before we started. We've seen, at least me, I was in a role before, actually in multiple roles, that hit this need to, have well prepared people in certain programming languages that we never been able to find enough for the needs. And in the same time, I was seeing some great potential in other people that, due to a personal life context, got to a point that they were doing something that it wasn't representing them good enough. And they were very keen to find out what this, programming IT stuff deals with. And but there wasn't a real, way to do this easily in a time frame that's considered to be decent enough. I'm talking here about people that were um, in their 30s, so the average age of our students is between 29 and 30 years old. People that were most of them were working already in engineering, different domains of engineering, and so they had this, mindset, a good mindset that helped them a lot doing a transition towards programming and IT stuff. So, due to the local market context, lack of human resources, um, we said, okay, let's try it. Let's see if we can actually create a mechanism to develop people with the right attitude and with the right mindset to be able to transition towards IT and IT specific disciplines. And we started in 2013. Uh, 1 year after, we got very good validation that it is possible. Basically, our first alumni got hired by the local IT companies. And then we started, of course, we started to expand the number of disciplines, the number of programming languages, and got to a point nowadays that we are present in 6 major cities in Romania. And we expect to finish this year with around 1,500 alumni. So it got pretty big, pretty quickly, I would say. I would say it's not merely for anyone. It's something that you can grow passion for, and of course, it takes time, and it's something that you continue learning all life. It's something that you do for one specific period, and that's it. You become a professional. But overall, if I am to look in perspective, I would say that we are basically assisting to a transformation of the entire society. Now that we can officially declare that the industry automation have already taken place at a large scale, um, we are seeing all these technologies that are basically enabling us to uh, maybe have a more comfort in our lives. Technologies like machine learning, data science, everything that's related to artificial intelligence. So, with this new wave of technology, I think that basically the digitalization skills, digital skills are more required than ever. Uh, the average person in our society, and I mean worldwide, basically needs to have a good set of digital skills to be able to survive the current society with its current needs. And I'm talking about simple things from booking a ticket. If you do it online, you have certain benefits, a certain speed that you aren't able anymore to achieve it if you are doing it offline. We still have that opportunity, but as we can see, basically the offline things are starting to gradually decrease, and online things are increasing very rapidly, which involves that every person needs to have, a lead, at least some basic technical skills to be able to at least use a computer, use a cell phone, and so on and so forth. So technology, if we like it or not, it's already became part of our lives. Having a technology school brings these concepts sometimes, in some cases, to the next level. I mean, even if in our case, we do have, of course, programs that are teaching you how to program, right? Programming languages. But there are some disciplines that are related to this technological advancement, but are not really technical. Disciplines like business analysis, UX design, user experience design. Um, Maybe in some cases, technologies like RPA, robotic process automation, which it's not really that many persons are thinking about robots, but it's a software program which acts as a software robot, actually, and it's pretty accessible to learn. It's way easier to learn RPA at the basic level, of course, than it is, for example, to learn a new programming language. So even the trends are bringing us towards some technological sides which are accessible, and I consider them to be absolutely necessary for the future years, for the average person to be able to just come by and to have a good life. Already universities are trying to adapt to all these quick changes, and it's of course very challenging, a very challenging process. I'm not sure that anyone has a real, one size fits all solution for this problem, and it is a problem indeed because the technology advances so quickly that it's a great effort to keep up and to be able to switch very quickly and to adapt. I think maybe the word would be decentralized, because if you are looking at some I don't know, universities, for example, these are these big giants that are moving very heavily, and usually they tend to have lots of bureaucracy. But if you decentralize and you create entities that are smaller and more agile, just to use a technical term, I think it's going to be better, because these are the kind of mechanism that would allow you to just turn around very quickly and to be there and to adopt new changes very, very quickly. Actually, I'm not sure there are many I don't know, online magazines or sources that centralize specifically on tech education. I am myself a trend observer, and I usually consume lots and lots of information, but I found in the last years at least that there isn't one source that's fitted. Usually the information is very, very split between many sources, so I cannot give you not even one um, how should I call it, aggregator for this kind of information.